welcome back to Hoops and Harmony. I am Silvia. This is Ebony. Um, welcome back to episode six, seven,
Seven.
seven. Back to episode 7. Today we covered. We went into 69 This. We talked about Eric Garcetti and like kind of the things that he's implementing in LA. We did the affirmation of the day, which was feeling safe, and I think that was what this episode kind of was centered around:
Right.
safety and
for sure.
our friendship, and like allowing our friendship to become a little bit more safe, like how we're creating this new chapter in our life,
Yeah.
and
And allowing
feeling
it to still be safe.
to
Very
still feel safe
true.
together. Yeah, so please enjoy. And anything else, amiga?
Shout out productive culture.
Oh yeah, shout out for
Yeah.
culture. Yeah, shout out for the culture. Shout out H&H. Follow us on TikTok, on Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and go on the podcast and like, watch it, please.
Yeah, watch it, like it, subscribe.
It really
if you
does help
haven't
us.
already
It
subscribed.
really does help us when you guys give us feedback. It helps us when you leave comments and allow us to know that we're
And thank you for the feedback you guys already given us. For those
Yeah.
of you who are already tuned in, because it's really helpful, it's really engaging, and it's just nice to know like you guys are or everyone, I should say, everyone, not you guys, but that everyone's actually like taking everything in what we're saying and like processing it,
yes,
and
yes,
like
yes.
understanding it, and that's just it's amazing.
We're trying to step up our content too, so we're just trying our best. We're doing our best, and I think we're doing a great job. And I hope that you guys are trying your best and doing a great job.
But yeah, enjoy.
Hi. Remember we used to say that?
Hi.
How are you?
This is Ebony, and today your girl brought out the Cortez. Cute, huh?
Yeah, I love them.
And then this is Silvia.
This is Silvia. I brought out the Crocs. I told her I was feeling like Bad Bunny. Fun fact, there used to be a 996. 96. You know where they're at?
Where is the 6 to 9?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you knew.
No, I don't know.
Oh.
I lost them. The 6 and the 9, or the 96 that you gave me.
Maybe they stole them.
Ebony bought me these shoes, by the way, for Christmas.
Was it? Or
I
for
don't
your
remember.
birthday?
For my birthday.
It was for your birthday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I got the 96 intentional. But yeah, so well, how's everything been going so far? Or the week?
Please stop.
What? I'm being nice.
Okay.
You want me to check in with you?
Yeah. I just think we're learning how to check in with each other. So
Because we check in with each other quite often.
Yeah, so it's not like I don't know what the fuck you've been doing. I know what the
that's
fuck
true.
you've been doing.
You want me to tell everybody? Nah, just kidding.
Not everything.
No. But you could go like
boundaries.
Whatever you want to say.
Nah, I've been cool. I've been
I think our check-ins, we have been checking in, but I think our check-ins haven't been really that full.
Oh
recently.
no. You know, that's so funny that you say that, because as I was driving here, I'm like, really haven't checked in this week. Like,
yeah.
I know we had lunch, but it wasn't like us checking in.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe like this is gonna be how we check in. With our like how we truly feel. How's the week really been? Like that internal, that deeper kind of check-in that sometimes we do when we're sitting in the car on a long day, or like when it's been heavy. Like, I think this is that space.
Yeah, I think also because our schedule's been a little crazy. Like our work schedules have been a little bit different, and then like other things have been going on. So I think that's why, and I think that's a really good the fact that we can at least take this time to check in a little bit more is
Because I think we're always evolving, amiga. We're always evolving. So I feel like you're just living your life and I'm living my life, and we're evolving.
because we have
But
we
I
each
think
have our
those
lives
deeper reflections, those internal, like the real check-in that we do, like the deeper check-in,
yeah
that really helps us reflect and be like, oh, this is who Ebony is now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is how Ebony is doing. This is how Silvia has been doing.
Yeah.
And I think that, I don't know, I think that came to my mind because I've been like hearing that a lot. Like that's been kind of a theme. Like, everything is just happening the way it's supposed to, and you're gonna see it. You just have to be open to seeing it and giving yourself time to see it. Like, what days or what times can you give yourself to nourish those relationships? And I think this is how
Mm.
we nourish our relationship and reach and check in, and like, maybe we didn't check in all week, but not force the check in, and just
Yeah.
allow it to happen naturally.
Yeah. But I think also like the other thing is I think it's allowing us to learn that we don't always have to check in. Like we don't have to check in every day to know like we're still able to check in. It's still gonna be as like what's the word, like I don't know what's the word, but
It's just gonna make
just
sense.
as important. It's still like
The same. You just go back to where
yeah.
we left off.
Yeah. Like, and I think, it's because we're adults. Like, it's not like we could just be like after school, like, hey, what are you doing? This and that.
That's so
Because,
true.
like, that's how we're going to learn. Because eventually, who knows? Like, we're going to have our families and things like that. Like, and it's going to happen. So it's like, maybe this is our stepping stone to kind of learn how to do that. So,
That's so true. I really haven't thought about it like that. Like, that, yeah, we are growing up, so we can't be on the phone and like do the things, and we also don't live in the same city. So it's also like that's hard. And I think
not
that
yet. Not just kidding.
not yet, not yet. Coming soon. 2022.
Coming.
Coming. I don't know.
Coming. Just coming.
That's what she said.
Ah!
But yeah, I don't think that was good.
I
That was good.
know.
Really good. But yeah, I think that's how we like we've what it's been like. Our friendship has been like recently, and it's been taking this like very different change in how we used
Yeah.
to engage, how we used to interact, what we used to do. It's like it's different now.
Yeah. But that's okay.
And that's okay because it feels good because we're not like forcing our friendship to be anything but what it is. Entonces it feels very natural the way our friendship has evolved. And I like where we're at. I like that I could do my thing and you could do your thing, and then you could also know that like to call me, or like I can know to call you.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one thing we haven't done is call each other.
Mm-mm.
It's just been very quick text, word, like
Quick call, quick FaceTime. But it hasn't been like where we would talk for like an hour long or
It feels
like
like we're
2
married.
hours. Oh my God.
We're
This
not-
is real marriage.
We're not real boyfriend and girlfriend no more.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like married. Like this is marriage,
I'll wait
we
for the
in it for
ring.
we in it for life. If I give you a chain and you didn't fucking take care of it.
First of all, where's yours?
It's in the fucking bag I brought too.
Oh, why are you like
A Bible, it's in that bag. I'm gonna show it to you later.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I think
Don't be trying to change the subject, okay?
Nah, I don't know. Honestly, fool, I'm bad with like placing things sometimes, and I don't know where they're at
Nah,
sometimes.
that's not true because
that is
you have not
true.
lost that chain.
Because I keep it on. Like I just keep it on. Like it just stays
So why wouldn't you
on.
keep the chain that I gave you on?
Because when I have to take them off and put them on and take them off and put them on like that, so it's a lot for me. Because
You're saying my jewelry is not real.
Well, that is true. That is true. It's not real. I'm not gonna be like, yeah.
There
it's
was
not
a
real,
chain that I
so-
bought you that was real for your birthday, like 3 years ago.
and I have it on.
Oh, which one?
It's the one that's my name on it.
I gave you that one?
Yes.
The chain?
Yes.
With your name on it?
No, the name, no. I had another chain.
Oh,
but I
what
kept
was on the
breaking-
chain?
But this was the chain you got me.
Oh.
And I keep that one on. So technically, yes.
That's so good.
Yes.
I didn't know
I
that
keep
that's
it
a-
on all the time.
Oh.
That's my
But
chain
what
for my name.
pendant was on there? Like little.
You didn't get me a pendant. You
I
got
just
me
bought
the
you a
chain
chain?
because you knew my other chain was breaking, and
Oh.
that's how you got it for me. Yes.
Oh my god, I was such a good girlfriend.
Yes, you were.
Wow.
And that's why we're married now.
Yeah, oh my god.
But anyways, I think like it's just been really I think we both have had like a lot going on this week that we're just learning how to like just deal with that, but also like just understand our friendship and things like that. Like I know these past 2 weeks, like they've just been like a lot has been going on like back to back, and it's just like learning how to just like deal with those things, but also know like you still have,
The reset.
yeah, still have to reset. Like, and I think it really allowed me these past 2 weeks to just learn how to reset and like just not continue and continue and continue, because I was just like I was running out of gas. I was running out of gas, and I was
Mm.
like, all right, girl, you gotta reset. Like, if you need to take away something, so I was trying to figure out what am I gonna take away, and I probably didn't want to take away what I did take away, but it was okay. It allowed me to do something else to reset. So, and also I'm learning I'm learning the changes of myself and the changes of like just everything going on. So I'm trying to, figure those things out and like see what this looks like. And all right, okay, and then I could catch it. And then once I catch it, I know like, all right, this is what happens during this time. And that's okay. Like I'm just learning that. And that's where I'm at. And now I'm reset, so and the sun's out.
And the sun's
And the sun's
fucking
out.
out. As always, the sun always comes out.
Eventually, yes.
I was listening to My Light by Mary J. Blige. That
Oh,
song,
yes.
it hits so differently sometimes when you're going through a really bad day. Like that song, just like, oof, it just brings you back to knowing like all is well.
Yeah.
And I've been there and I've done that and here I am.
Yeah.
And I think that that's one of the things that I think about a lot. Like, bringing myself back to safety.
Mm.
That's literally for me. It's bringing myself back to safety,
Yeah.
like true safety that feels like growth, but it's not comfortable. It's a new
Mm.
place.
Mhm.
Because I'm moving into a new place. It's uncomfortable, so I
Mhm.
have to feel safe there and make sure I know my surroundings. Hey, this is what life looks like. Be here. You're not there. You're not there. Just be here. And I
Right.
think feeling safe in what the changes have been for me, what it looks like, all of the things that I'm going through, just feeling safe and knowing that I'm worthy enough to be in these spaces, worthy enough to be around these kind of people or be in these situations, like I'm worthy of it.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's been so good for me because it allows me to just rest,
Mhm.
rest and surrender and like uh
Surrender. Yeah.
yeah, literally surrender to what is, because it's a new place in the world that I'm in, and I think you're in too. But now how do I feel safe here?
Mhm.
I actually bought a book. It's about like learning to stop catastrophic thinking. And because when something bad happens, you just right away want to go with the what's wrong, what's gonna happen to me, like if this,
You stay stuck
you
there.
stay stuck and then you don't evolve. And
Mhm.
I feel like if I want to receive good things, if I want to be a good person and stuff, then I have to learn to stop thinking like the world is out to get me
Right. Right. That's
and feel
very
safe.
good. That's
that's
very
that's been my
good.
theme, amiga. That's really been what I know we haven't talked about it, and I think that off camera we'll definitely talk, but I think that that's it's just been so good to feel safe in my body. I haven't
Mm.
felt safe in my body in a long time, and that's my theme of like feeling safe.
Feeling safe. That's really good. And that's actually a good way into what we wanted to talk about too, is like safety. Because going into our 69 perspective.
69
Yes.
perspective.
Perspective. Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So yesterday I was over at my dad's before we get into that, and he was just like,
Side note.
yeah, side note. He was just like, there's this word you guys keep saying, and I'm like, what is it? What is it? And I was throwing out like, is it fool? Is it nah? Is it like all these words that we say? And then he was just like, nah, nah, nah. So he's like, hold on. And he literally goes through the whole thing and he waits till the word comes on. He's like, this one. And I'm like, he's like, and he plays it. And he's like, a perspective. And now he's like saying it. And right now that I left over from over there, he's like, what's the word again? And I'm like, a perspective.
What's the word?
Yeah.
What's the word?
Yeah.
You and your dad.
Yeah. I'm like, what's the word?
Ah.
So funny.
You and your
So
dad
funny.
can be rappers.
Yeah. A perspective.
You can live out your,
Oh.
your dream career. To be
But anyway, so getting into 69 this, right? I think what I wanted to, or what we were gonna talk about is kind of what I saw was that Garcetti wanted to
So Eric
input.
Garcetti,
Yes, Eric Garcetti.
who is
Okay,
who is Eric Garcetti is our what is his position?
mayor.
And he's the mayor.
Right?
I was trying to hold on, girl, because I don't know. Let's just take it back. But these are important things to know. Like I never paid attention to like that, and like even when I was teaching a class,
Yeah.
it was about government a little. They had talk about government and how you create laws,
Yeah.
and then so I had to learn like who the district attorney of that area was, what they do, the Senate, like the three branches of government. I had to learn that, and I'm like, I should have fucking paid attention in school because they fucking taught me this. I know
Yeah.
the three fucking branches. But anyways,
But he's a valet, right? So, anyways, so he was talking about how pretty much he wanted to or was thinking about or going to put more funding and budget and make a budget increase for LAPD, right? And one of the things he was saying was the reason he wanted to do that was because I guess in a sense, like the baby boomers, like they're obviously leaving, so that's a lot of people, right? It's a lot of people.
who are the baby boomers?
The baby boomers are the people from I forget the year. If we'll just go back to history, not even
They're
pay
younger than us,
attention.
or they're older?
No, they're older. They're older.
Oh, okay, the
So
boomers.
yeah.
Oh.
Or what did I say? Bloomers? Did I say bloomers?
No,
Baby
you said
boomers?
you said baby boomers.
Yeah, baby boomer. Yeah.
But yeah, like when someone makes a joke like boomer or something like that, you've never seen it on TikTok?
No.
Is that what it's called? Okay, boomer.
boomer.
Like you never seen that?
Oh, no,
All right,
no.
old guy.
No.
Okay, so get it.
Well, anyway, so they're leaving, right? So they're retiring and things like that. So they wanted to put the money in there, obviously to hire more, but also to hire more officers to patrol and for safety reasons and all of that, right? Yes. So I just wanted to like what we wanted to talk about more was like the fact that they're thinking about increasing the budget to that,
To the
right?
police.
To LAPD, to the police, right? And I just feel like, going back to our last episode, was our last episode or 2 episodes ago? Well, anyways, we're talking about the system, right? And how they're placing these budgets and they're placing this money into places, but is it really helping, right?
Mhm.
And I just feel like, placing the money into LAPD is just gonna do more of what's already happening,
Mhm.
right? They go into the academy, but in the academy it's like a 6-month process, and then from there they get thrown out to the streets, right? But in the academy they're pretty much learning just how to survive,
Yeah.
in the academy. So it's like, what fundamentals or what actual practices are they putting into these 6 months to make a difference and actually like improve the safety, or improve these ways that they're either handling specific situations, handling a mentally, a mentally unstable person or things like that, right? Because I remember I saw this video where they went into, I forgot, I want to say it was somewhere in Boyle Heights, right? The cops went in there and they were trying to get a guy out of this like empty parking lot. And when they were trying to take him out, at the moment, like they started to become real aggressive, or the guy started to become real aggressive or things like that.
Mhm.
And the way they wanted to pull him out
Mhm.
was just very, very like he took it personal. It started becoming
Right.
personal, and then it just went left right away. So he just kind of became like this aggressive person, and I want to say, I can't really remember too well, but I want to say that he put hands on him, right?
Yeah.
And just to touch on that was this idea of like, not taking things personal. How are you gonna handle the situation? Because at the end of the day, you as a cop know what your job is entailing, right?
Yeah.
You know what's coming in with this. So how are you gonna handle it without making it so personal?
Yeah, definitely. I have you just said a lot that like I
know.
wanted to touch on, like because it's all valid and
Yeah.
it's all things that we know about. And I think I'll start with like you mentioning how the police engage with other people
Yeah.
like in the field, right? Because they don't have enough field work,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because their field work is very like lay down the law, hold it down, da da da, and
Yeah.
it's like fucking like it's like
Yeah.
no, because they're people.
Right.
We're not dealing with animals. We're not dealing with fucking, no, we're dealing with people, humans, with humans' lives and human feelings, right?
Yes.
And the one thing say about that incident you're talking about is, me as a human, don't fucking touch me.
Right.
Just don't touch me.
Right.
I'm not an aggressive person, but just don't touch me. I could be anyone. Like, it doesn't matter what you look like, whatever, what your circumstances are. I don't think people want to be touched. And I think that's what the academy teaches a lot of people. That's the answer. When we're working at the group homes,
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God we were at a
Yeah, it wasn't hands on like
hands
that.
on.
It sometimes we almost got to those points, but it never actually like at least for me and then you, like we never got hands put on us.
We never got, and whenever we had to step in for an altercation, it was a very respectful.
Yes.
Hold
yes,
on.
Yes.
No. And we had built rapport enough to be like, let me hold your hand and let's move out of here now.
Yes.
It was a very grab, because now I have rapport.
Yeah.
That's if I was fighting, you can grab me.
Yeah.
But if another person grabbed me, don't touch me.
Right.
Like,
yeah, because there was a few times where maybe not a few or a couple or something like that, where I got in the. They told us, they told us you can't, if there's a fight going on, don't get in the middle. Don't get in the middle.
How can you not though?
Yes, and it was very hard. And I didn't. Obviously, I didn't listen. I know I didn't listen. That's okay, whatever.
Tell me
But-
what? What can you do? You gonna fire me? You gonna fire me? That shit shut down. That shit shut down. You can't fire me no more.
before it shut down. But anyways, so I was able to, like, pull the kids, and it was me and obviously like the other staff members. But in that situation, like, putting hands on them wasn't the intention. Wasn't to be aggressive or things like that. It was to try and mediate the situation at that point, because they're already putting hands on each other.
At that point, okay.
Yeah.
But I think that's the important part, the rapport.
Right.
And I think, I'm not gonna say all cops don't build rapport and don't know how to. Some maybe do.
Yeah.
But there are some that will take it very personal.
Very personal.
And feel like you're disrespecting them. No, it has nothing to do with you. And I was talking about this. It's, you have an emotional mind, a rational mind, and a wise mind, right? An emotional mind is, you got me mad, you got me hot. Here I am about to attack you, and a lot of cops
your
do
reaction.
That. Yeah. Then there's a rational thing.
Yeah.
Wow, we have to put them in cuffs, down on the floor. Like, that's training.
Yeah.
That's rational. This is what we do. Someone's screaming, you don't know why. You don't think to help them and connect with them as a human. You don't think that. You think, act now, do handcuffs, what you were trained to do.
And I think that's the thing, like the fact that you're trained to do, because we also got training. We got that one training, I forget what it's called,
where they would grab your hand and you'd be like,
yeah, and you have to do this, and you have to turn them.
Please,
like this again. Please let go. What the fuck? First of all, a kid has a whole ass hand on me. Like, you think I'm gonna be like, no? What the fuck? No. So, but anyways, that training, I forgot what training that fucking was called. Whatever. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't know, and that's what they taught us in the group home too. Also, is like, you could receive all this training, you could receive all these things.
That's the rational mind. It's rational. This is what you do. This is what, especially if you don't know the like, if you don't know how to interact with people, and that's the first interaction you learn to have with people, then that's gonna be your why a lot of antisocial people become cops. They don't know how to engage with people, so they're gonna be the authority.
Which is crazy.
And then if they're antisocial, and then they go in to be trained to teach to work with people in this way, that becomes logical to them, right? So that's the logical mind. And then there's the wise mind, which is, you see everything for what it is, and you move with human emotions, and I think that's what at the end of the day, that's what the money should be. If you're gonna put it into those services for law enforcement, cool. Get yourself some social service, some therapists. Get yourself some people for mental health to work with these people,
hand in
to
hand.
reflect what the fuck just happened. Don't just be like, hey, are you good? No. Hey, just let it go. No, homie,
I
like
think I
some shit
think
happens.
yeah,
Cops
I
see
don't
crazy shit every time.
yeah. I don't know. I want to say they might give them some time like if a crazy situation happens or things like that. I think they give them time off and they might offer it. I'm
But that
really not sure
but it's
though.
the prevention of it
Yes,
all.
yes, yes,
That's what
yes.
I mean by mental
Yes.
health. Not when
Yeah.
something goes down. Like I get it,
Right.
you have the people when something goes down, but what about the prevention of it?
Yeah.
What about learning to reflect, learning to heal yourself as an individual because you can't help the world if you're not helped already,
Right.
right? So if the cops aren't being helped internally, how the fuck are they going to help someone? And I
Yeah.
think if that's what they're putting in the money, and then so that goes in terms of like leadership, and I mean like changing what's happening or whatever, because if he's going to put the money in, then as citizens, so if you guys are citizens, please vote, you know.
And please do the census.
Please do it. Like, and a lot of people, Latino cultures are scared to do the census because they're asking you
Yeah.
questions. But do all of those things. Get involved with government. I think that like it's a privilege to have you as a friend because you can vote and you could do the things, and I can help teach you what you need to know. Right? Some of the things I don't know, and I think some of the things I do know, and then
Yeah.
so like we work together in terms of that so that you can go out and vote, not just like the presidential vote, like there's all of the other kinds of
Right.
votings
And I
that
don't know.
determine who the fuck is the mayor and what the fuck laws are about to be passed. So
Mhm.
if that money's gonna go to the cops, make sure you know, especially if you know someone on probation, if you know someone who's been in prison, if you know someone who cannot vote, like you vote for me, you get to vote for me. And that's why I pushed you to vote, because I'm like, girl, like you need to vote because like I cannot. But here is me in terms of like citizenship, I'm lower than you.
Mm.
So because you have an above position, I look to you to set up to set some things so that I can move up, you know? And that's the same thing with homeless people. We are above homeless people, right? And if we're not voting for things that happen to them, they're always gonna stay here.
Mhm.
They're never gonna be here with us,
Mhm.
And people that can vote, they have the position to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about law and government or whatever, but I think that that's my way of like, yes, these are the problems, pero qué estamos haciendo so that it gets moving? Who
Right.
are we? Like it's the ignorance that we don't know even where to look,
Yeah.
who to ask.
Yeah.
But we have our phones. So there could be, if you have ever had that question, if this sparks something, just look it up, like, and I think it's hard. I don't know, I'm telling people, but like, it's just what you have to do. You have to know who is running the prison system, who is running the DCFS system, who is running all of these, and what can we do about it. And I think that's what I've been thinking about a lot too.
Mhm.
Yes, we know all of the issues. Now, what are the next steps to really influence people to get moving so that we don't stay here, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my take.
Well, I don't know. I don't know a lot either.
I know, I
I
know.
really don't. I really don't. And I'm not gonna be out here like, saying that I know this, and that because I really don't. And to be honest, like when I went to go vote, because I didn't know who, what, this, that, and I know it's not only me. I know it's a whole bunch of people who like, went out there and voted and didn't know what they were voting. I literally like told my grandma, because my grandma pays attention.
But that's what I'm
My grandma
saying.
pays
And
attention.
your grandma, she pays attention more because she's in a position where she just recently, she wasn't born here, right?
No, she wasn't born
So
here.
she sees the American perspective,
Perspective.
of how important it is to vote. As a Latino, it's very like, you get like, especially for me, I was taught that voting is very important because that's how we level up.
Yeah.
I've always, and I think your grandma, because she has that specific take on life here in America, that's why she sees it so important to pay attention to those things.
Yeah.
You are privileged enough to be like, it doesn't matter. It just is what it is.
Well, not that it doesn't matter. I don't think it's that it doesn't matter to me
You
because
just
it
didn't
does,
know.
but I just don't know. And like,
Exactly.
I just don't know. And I really just haven't put the time to be like, oh, I'm gonna, see what this law is and this law is and things like that because it's a lot. Like, it's a lot to look into. And like, I just haven't. Like, I just haven't. And so when like I'm trusting in a sense, like I trust my grandma to be like, you know what? vote for this or vote for that, y escoge esta persona y esta persona, and things like that. So I'm like, all right, grandma, like, I'm already, and for me, I just feel like I'm already at least taking that step to be like, I'm already voting. I'm already at least voting because there's people even older than me who are and have like the citizen or who were born here and have that opportunity, but don't do it or still haven't done it. So it's like it's a process for me. So I just feel like I'm at least I'm taking those steps to do it, but it's just like I just haven't put the time to be
Yeah.
like to know the laws or things like that
And
because
I don't think you or I should feel guilty about where we are. It's just the environment we grew up in
yeah,
where you just
it
kind of
wasn't
know
taught for me to be like
exactly.
it's
You
as
know the bare
important.
minimum, or
Yeah.
there's a lack of information we have on that. And it's done on purpose.
Right, right.
It's really done on purpose to
Yeah.
not know how a lot about the law, like, but now that we have this, it's gonna trigger something in us to be like, let me pay attention a little bit more when someone else is talking up there, or when Mr. Garcetti does some shit like this. You
Yeah.
now pay attention.
Right,
It's
right.
something that's in your eye view, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw the article,
Yeah.
but they probably scrolled right past it. It didn't matter,
Yeah.
because that's not where their focus is, that's not where their vibration is.
Mhm.
But yours and I's are going to be like, well, let's take it one step further. I
Mhm.
know that this is all wrong. Now let's take a one step further
Mhm.
and open ourselves to that. And I
Mhm.
think that's where we're at. And I just think we're breaking something, and it feels a little bit like, I should be there more. No, I think we're perfect where we are right now
Yeah.
in terms of what we know, and we just know that we're just continuing to open these doors.
Yeah, because again, like my parents or like well, yeah, technically my parents because they're before me, right? But they don't know. There's some things that they don't know about that. Like
Mhm.
I have my mom that doesn't really probably know about the census, but I know how important it is. So I take the time to be like, these are actually important. And I take the time to actually sit there that hour, whatever it is that it takes to do the census
Census,
when they
yep.
get to when they pull up to the house,
Yeah.
right? And
I
my
did it
mom,
last year for my mom, and she was like, ¿Qué estás haciendo?
yeah, my
And I'm
mom's
like,
like,
Mom,
for
it's
what? Like
okay.
this. And like I kind of explained to my mom, like, what it was. And she's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it's like, okay, so and I feel like, like you said, like it's the tools in our box. And maybe I don't know too much about it, but maybe like my kids or the next generation is gonna know. And that's all, if that's what I can do,
Mhm.
like that's what I'm gonna do. That's
Beautifully
what I'm gonna
said.
do. But
Oh,
yeah,
hell
go yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh hell
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I think
Nah, that was good, her. And I think that
yeah.
that really allowed us to. I don't think we've ever been in there, like in that conversation about politics. Like, I think we've had it before, but I
Yeah.
think it was so good to have it today again, porque like it allows me to get remotivated to like to look further outside of where I am in
Mm.
life, to expand a little bit more, you
Mhm.
know? So really good, really good.
Yeah, but I think going back to the whole idea of the budget and like things like that. I just feel like the budget I mean,
It should just be going to expanding people, right?
yeah.
It Because I feel like a lot of money goes to like doing this, and maybe we haven't looked into it, what his money is gonna go to, but hopefully, and if not this time, in the near future, to be like, okay, let's put mental health, or just knowing yourself. That's what mental health is, knowing yourself, because then you know what your triggers are, then you know what's going on, then you know what you value. So suddenly these police officers or whatever, law enforcement, are now being trained to know who they are, so they don't take things so personally.
Yeah. I agree with
And
that.
then in themselves feel safe. Because
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about. So crazy. And I think we're wrapping up, but like it's so crazy. It's like feeling safe, because a lot of cops, when they get triggered, it's because they don't feel safe, right?
Or they have to prove a point.
Yes, but if they are going through and doing the work, then they will always feel safe. No one is really a challenge for them.
Yeah.
No one can really tell them who they are and what they
Should be or how to
matter.
handle this situation
No
or
one can tell
this
them,
and that.
because they know that they are enough,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
And I think that's the most
And they
important
don't have
part.
to do that whole power trip because I'm an officer, because I have a
Their
badge,
badge don't
because
mean nothing no more.
it doesn't
Their
because it doesn't, it really does. I mean,
It
I
does.
guess to an extent it does, but like in like it's like celebrities. You're
It's a
just a
role.
celebrity. It's just a role. It's just a
It's a
role.
role. It's a role, and it doesn't make you. You make the role.
Right.
Who you are. If
Right.
you're scared, then you're gonna make that role scary.
Mm-hmm.
If you're excited, then that role is gonna be excited. Me
Right.
and you play important roles in this community, right? And we come into work ready, you know. But when we're not ready, we take it back. We reflect. We do the work
Yeah.
to come back stronger. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's not about our title, it's about who we are, right? What we internally, when we do the work, what we make the work,
Right.
not what the work makes
Makes
us.
us. Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah. So we'll end. You want to hear my affirmation of the week?
Yes.
Let's do the affirmation of the week. It is safe to be you.
Safe to be
It
you.
is safe to be you.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It is very safe to be
And I
you.
think it's just appropriate. Like it's something that I tell myself all the time. And I had the affirmation in my mind when you said what is affirmation? I'm like, I got it.
It just came to you.
Because that's what I have been feeling all week. That's what this topic was all about. That's what you've been going through. Feeling safe. Taking away things so you feel safer.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I think everybody should know that you are safe to be you.
Yeah.
You know, you were created uniquely to be that person in the world. That there is life won't move without you being you.
You. Yeah.
If not, you stay stuck. And when you're stuck, you're in depression or anxiety.
Yeah, I think also it goes back to the idea of just you teaching and obviously like receiving also, because there's something that and your brain's kind of like running through or whatever that someone else doesn't know.
Yeah.
Someone else doesn't know, and that's perfectly fine. Being safe with being who you are, mentally, everything, like, everything, because I think you get caught up wanting or trying to be like, oh, I think this or I think that or whatever, and it's like, no, it's like you said, it's safe to be you. It's just you, because if you're not you, then
And nobody's really judging you. You're the only one. You're the only one trapping yourself.
yeah, you're the only one trapping yourself.
And it's safe.
So just and be you.
Yeah, literally.
Light that or shine that light, and just be who you want to be, or even if you do know and you're like, wait, actually, maybe that's not really me, and you're trying to figure that out, and you're safe to do that. Like,
Yeah.
you can do that. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Literally.
That's okay, because
And
again,
we'll accept you. And you'll
we'll accept
always be
you.
accepted.
Yeah, because also going back, we learn a lot of things that we think are us, and it's probably not even us. It's really not, because we're
Mhm.
taught to be that way, and it's like, oh, actually, that's not really me, and I'm actually like this, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's safe to do that.
It's safe.
It's very safe. But that's a very good affirmation. I really like that.
You're safe, amiga. Thank you for making me feel safe. Thank you for
Yeah.
creating this safe space.
Yeah.
Thank you for us creating the safe space. I hope that this feels like a safe space for you. Yeah. You can always check in with us. I feel like we're so accessible. So please message us, let
Yeah.
us know, and yeah,
We allow you into our space to feel safe.
because you are safe.
Yeah.
All right, that was beautiful.
All right. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.